Now there was a small delay because apparently international shipping right now is being held since nobody is really working. Apparently everybody got sick that works for that specific mail, so no shipping at all, and that is kind of concerning because what happens to the packages, what happens to your refund, you know? Now your packaging is very traditional to your Godzilla King of the Monsters line with that metallic look. I know a lot of people are not fans of it, but it does look really good on this for me personally, and it has Burning Godzilla in the front and the back. You see again Burning Godzilla with some promotional pictures, and I must say that this figure looks really good. I'm very happy to have this figure, I really am. It's my favorite and it's my first Burning Godzilla 2019. It's not the bootleg, so hopefully, I know some people got the bootleg and they were thinking it was the original, and I do feel sorry for you, but I've been taking a look at it and this appears to be the real deal, no bootleg. And I can tell if it's a bootleg or not because I do have experience and I saw videos of the bootleg. But anyways, as always, get the blow dryer, heat up your ball joints, heat up the figure. And I know it can be painful sometimes putting in the ball joint, but I always do that to make it easier. After that, you can put it on cold water or just leave it there sitting until it cools down, and you shouldn't have any problems. When it comes to this figure, it is fully translucent, so if you put it underneath some lights or you have LED lights, any type of light, it is going to look incredible. And I think that's one of the best features that this figure has to offer. It just looks really nice like the movie version, and that's a problem that I've been having with so many statues and figures, that they don't seem to capture the right look for Burning Godzilla. It's always too yellow, too orange, too black, but this has the right amount of red, black, yellow, and the spikes are very vibrant with that yellow and orange throughout his spikes. Now I do agree that they could have done a better job on his spikes, but I do see what they were trying to go. If you take a look at their packaging, it represents the same thing, a more orange and yellow type of spike throughout his body, or spikes should I say. But other than that, this figure has great articulation. We already know the articulation on this figure. The main thing on this figure is that it is an exclusive. It is Burning Godzilla. It is the second Burning Godzilla coming from Neca, and it is a new 2019, and I'm very excited for this. Like, it honestly looks really good. If you haven't picked it up and you were concerned that maybe it's not good enough, it's not worth it, I definitely recommend you to go to a Target or maybe Walmart and pick this figure up. It is worth it. It looks incredible. Unfortunately, this doesn't offer any accessories. That is the only negative part about this figure, that I think being the last Burning Godzilla from that line, or specific Godzilla, they should have went all out, offering unique accessories, maybe the aura of Mothra, Mothra wings, the explosion, something that makes this figure stand out from the supercharged or the standard version. Since it's an exclusive, make it worth even more. But you know, even if it offers no accessories, the figure is very gorgeous. It does its best when you have it with a light behind, LED light, any type of light. It is the one type of key feature that this figure stands out the most. Like, it just makes this figure come to life with any type of light behind it. Like, it really represents that Burning Godzilla that we saw. And I know a lot of people might not like this Neca Godzilla just because of the colors and all of that. I understand. The spikes, the dorsal plates, they're not the best. But once you place a light behind this figure, it really comes to life with all of those colors that we saw. And I remember, from what I saw, Burning Godzilla was more red than orange and black. And I know people are debating it's more red, it's more yellow, it's more black, blah blah blah. I understand, but me personally, I remember it was more red with a sort of gray black charcoal with hints of yellow throughout his body. Now, since it has no effects, I went out and, you know, I created my own effects to make this even stand out, and that just proves that this figure needed to have extra accessories. What I do like about this figure is how they were able to capture his eyes. You see his eyes glowing as if he has all that energy inside of him. You even see his tongue with that almost orange and type of white look to it that shows that his body has so much radiation, so much nuclear power. Throughout his body, you see the veins or the signature of the power of thunder coming out throughout his body. Right there you saw a comparison between all of the Neca Godzilla 2019 figures, and my favorite one obviously has to be the Burning Godzilla. I love red. This just fits my style perfectly, what I represent, and it is truly a gorgeous figure. I know people might not agree. I know some people like the supercharged or even the original. All of them, I must say, they all have their own unique ability or their own unique thing that makes that figure stand out, and it looks absolutely amazing with Mothra, with Rodan, with Ghidorah, with every single figure. You just cannot go wrong with this figure, and I think they have the right amount of black throughout his body, the right amount of yellow and orange. It just looks really good. The only complaint is the dorsal plates. Obviously with a customized paint job, they can look even incredible. If I had a second one, I would definitely customize this one or my second version, but I'm not going to touch this because recently I have learned to not customize special editions, and I just want them to remain as their original form to keep the value within them. And if I had a second one, sure, I could definitely improve it and make this look the best Burning Godzilla. And I'm curious to know if the Monster Arts has the same problem or even worse. From what I know, it doesn't really capture the Burning Godzilla look, but I could be completely wrong with that figure. So let me know in the comments down below, which one do you prefer, the Monster Arts or Neca? Of course, I don't have the Monster Arts yet, but I am planning on getting that figure. Now guys, just a reminder, Neca already lost the license for Godzilla, so if you haven't picked up the figure that you wanted from that company, I recommend you to go out there and do it right now before it's too late, because they're not going to manufacture any more Godzilla figures. Once they're gone forever. What you see on shelf, that's the last, and you don't want to pay overpriced for those figures. For articulation on this figure, we all know it has incredible articulation on the hands and all that. It was a little bit stiff, but with the blow dryer, it helps better the articulation. The jaw can open and close. You have a good amount of rotation on the head, and of course this is translucent, so the ball joints can be more stiff, but of course the blow dryer fixes that. The legs move perfectly, no problems there. I know some people have problems where their Burning Godzilla is too hunched over. Now that's only a matter of knowing how to pose your figures and getting creative with your poses. It's all up to you, it's not the figure, but sometimes it can be the figure since problems do occur with manufacturing and all of that. If that's the case, contact Neca before it's too late. They should be able to help you out and all of that. For articulation on the tail, it's amazing. It has 10 ball joints and you have to attach the tail right in between the middle. But other than that, you know, the spikes and all of that, they could definitely be improved, but they're not the worst. This is, to me and my personal opinion, one of the best Burning Godzillas that I have today. Comparing it to the original Burning Godzilla, and I have a customized Chibi resin kit Burning Godzilla that I did. I could have made it better, but I didn't have any red. Other than that, I am very impressed with this figure, and I must give out a big shout out to Eddie for helping me get this Burning Godzilla. Honestly, dude, without you, I probably would have spent over $100 on a bootleg or even less. But thank you so much for going out there. You have true dedication. Other than that, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe, hit the bell notification to never miss a video.